everyone, welcome back with me, Della Azara, in chapter 18, DHCP server and DHCP client. In our previous session, we manually configured static IP address for each virtual machine, including the router, Ubuntu desktop, and boot servers. Every host received its network configuration individually. Moving forward, we are going to automate this process. We will utilize our router, which is already interconnected with all virtual machines, to dynamically distribute IP address to the Ubuntu desktop, server 1 and server 2. Here are the primary topics we will cover in this module. First, the core concept of the DHCP server and DHCP client. 2. Hands-on implementation and configuration of the DHCP server and DHCP client. And last, setting up a fixed IP address on the DHCP server. To summarize the core concept, the DHCP server automatically leases IP address while the DHCP client requests and receives them from the server. In this lab, our router acts as the DHCP server and the Ubuntu desktop client as the DHCP client. Let's jump straight into the configuration. Okay, now we will proceed with the hands-on configuration of the DHCP server on our Ubuntu router and set up the DHCP client on our Ubuntu desktop. Okay, our goal is to configure the Ubuntu router, which already handles routing and internet sharing, to act as a DHCP server so that all connected hosts and obtain IP address dynamically. Before starting, make sure the router has active internet connectivity. Okay, first let's SSH and into the router from the client machine using and verify the setup with hostname CTL. Verify connectivity by ping google.com and ping 8.8.8. and 8. Okay, and ping 8.8. Enter. Okay, finally. Then install the DHCP service by running sudo apt install esg min esc min DHCP min server. Let's enter. Okay, password router. Oke, di sini dia sedang mempersiapkan. Oke, kita wait and let's enter. While the package installation is in progress, let's just stay calm and wait for a moment. The system is currently fetching and unpacking the esc min DHCP min server package along with its required dependencies from the repositories. Once the installation process complete, we will proceed directly to editing the configuration files to define our network interface and address dynamic pools. Once installed, we need to pin the service to the correct network interface. Open the default config file using sudo nano /etc default /esc min dhcp min server. dhcp server. Okay, let's enter. Look at the interface version for this. Based on our topology, adapter 2 Based on our topology, adapter 2 connects the router to the desktop. This adapter 2 connect to Ubuntu desktop and router gitu. IPA, this correspond to and post 8. IPA, this IPA. IP and post 8. And set this set and post 8. And save the file. And then reboot the router using sudo reboot. To apply system change, wait for the virtual machine to finish rebooting, then SSH back into the router. Enter.
Sorry, maunya kebanyakan. Enter. Oke, di sini this masih proses reboot di routernya.
Now we just need to wait calmly for the router virtual machine to complete its reboot process. This might take a few moments. As you can see on the screen, the router is currently initializing its service. Once the system is fully booted up, we will SSH back into the router to finish the remaining DHCP configuration steps. Now, let's open the main DHCP configuration file by typing okay, di sini this sudo nano /etc/dhcp/dhcpd.conf, then enter. Okay. Nah, scroll down until you find the section titled a slightly different configuration for an internal subnet. This. Here, we need to uncomment the lines by removing the symbols and set our parameter as follow. And this remove in subnet and netmask. This set the subnet to 172.16.1.0 with netmask 255.255.255.0. This is 172.16.1.0 and netmasknya 0. This define the dynamic IP less range from 7 to 16, 1 and 10. This to 172, 16, 1 and 200. This okay. Set the primary domain name server to Google's public DNS is 8.8.8.8.h. This 8.8.8.8. This and option domain name set option accordingly. In this I use domain name youtube.com. This okay. Option subnet masknya I remove biar nggak bentrok. Remove conflicting subnet mask option and then set the default gateway to and this okay, and set the broadcast address to, and let's save the file and yes and enter. And restart the DHCP daemon using and then enter. Okay, and server configuration is complete. Okay, and switch back to the local client terminal, open network setting via the GUI system tray. In the wired connection, wired connect setting, this network option, and under IP version 4-nya, switch the configuration method from manual to automatic or DHCP, and then hit apply. Toggle the wired interface off and on to refresh the connection, and enable again. In the terminal, run sudo netline apply. Okay, to enforce network policies and enter. Okay, verify the new IP using IPA. Okay, nah, you'll see that our client automatically received 172.16.1.10 instead of its old static IP 172.16.1.2. Okay, finally this statusnya is secondary dynamic, is DHCP automatic gitu.
Finally, that's for reachability by ping the gateway. Ping gateway, ya. Okay. Sorry. I lupa. Nah, this. Okay. Udah done. And ping google.com. Okay, done ping google.com. And then last ping 8.8.8. Oh, sorry. 8.8.8. And then enter. Okay, done. Yay!
Everything is fully functional. Okay, now we are going to learn about fixed IP address or DHCP reservation on our DHCP server. The question is, can a client retain a dynamic IP assignment automatically, but ensuring it always receives the exact same IP every time, even after a system reboot? The answer is yes. We want the client to stay in dynamic mode while binding a fixed IP address, such as 172.16.1 and .20. We can configure this directly on the Ubuntu router's DHCP server. First, SSH into the Ubuntu router from the client terminal. SSH. Okay, and verify the session using hostname CTL. Okay, here we were router Ubuntu. Okay, open the main configuration file is
sudo nano /etc /dhcd /dhcbd and .conf. And then enter. Masukkan password, udah.
and use ctrl-w to search for the keyword is host Fantasia, and then enter. Okay, this host Fantasia. Uncomment the block by removing the tagger symbols down to the closing curly bracket. In this block, we need to bind the client's physical MAC address to specific IP. To find the MAC address, open a new terminal, tap on the Ubuntu client, run IPA, and copy the value next to link/header, this link header, and this MAC address. This is a MAC address of Ubuntu client. Click to on cursor and copy. Okay, return the config file. Replace the default MAC address in hardware Ethernet with your copied MAC address. we remove the MAC address default and paste the copied MAC address before this. Click to and paste. Okay. And set fixed addresses is 172.16.1.20. This, okay. Save the file and apply change by restart. Okay, we save, yes, and enter. Okay, and apply change by restarting the service.
System CTL, restart, DSC, script, DHCP, script, server. Okay, enter.
Okay, now switch back to the client, open network setting, and open network wired setting, then and toggle the wired connection, disable, enable, and toggle the wired connection off and on the refresh the list, and then
Apply the network configuration using sudo net1 apply, then enter.
Okay, and finally verify with IPA. And then the client now dynamically receive the designed IP 172.16.1.20. Our DHCP reservation setup is successful and this status is dynamic. Okay. That wraps up our session on chapter 18, DHCP server and DHCP client. To summarize, we have successfully covered the core concept of dynamic networking, configure both the DHCP server and DHCP client on our Ubuntu environment, and implemented DHCP reservation or fixed IP address using MAC address binding. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this lab demonstration gives you a clear understanding of dynamic IP configuration. Don't forget to practice this on your own virtual machines. I'm Della and see you in the next chapter. Bye bye.